And anyway, let's swap over to the actual emulator. And, well, there's going to be a lot more games. The stream will probably be a lot longer, depending on, well, if it goes well, then it will be much longer. Because the original game, or the previous stream, shall I say, had 10 games. This one has, let's see here, 61 games. And two of these, that's in the way. Yeah, two of the games here are actually multi-cards, and you can already see one of them if you're watching this on Twitch, like I said. And yeah, let's just get it over with. Let's just start this and whatever. Hey, yes, Abadox. I think I have this actually on the Famicom. I don't quite remember. I think I've got a copy of this. From what I remember, both the Famicom and NES versions are pretty much the same thing, except I think the Famicom version has like a naked chick on one scene, except I can never actually get to that part because this game is really hard. It's kind of like, well, I suppose you could say it's a rip-off of Life Force to an extent. But this game is a lot harder, I think. I could never get very far into it. In fact, I think the furthest I ever got was like the second boss. And I've died already because trying to talk and play at the same time is easier said than done, depending on what game you play. And I mean, for something like Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know, I can do that no problem. But when you play a game like this, where you basically have to be on your A game to get anywhere in the first place, yeah, not so easy. It doesn't help this game has checkpoints too, which really bugs me. I hate that, because, you know, Life Force, you know, in that game you respawn where you died. Why they couldn't do that for this game, I have no idea. It just seems like a pointless restriction just to make the game harder. Which, fair enough, I guess. But let's see if I can move that closer. Because I think if these barriers are closer to you, then you're less likely to get hit generally. I might be wrong on that, but that's how I seem to remember it working. Unfortunately, these barriers can only take so many hits. I think they take about a dozen, I think, something like that. And we're coming up to the first mini-boss. Yep, here we go. This freaky dark thing. That's what I like about this game, is the designs for the mini-bosses and stuff. It's a really cool-looking game, and that's kind of the draw of it, I guess, as opposed to something like Life Force, which, I don't know, isn't as cool-looking, I guess, for lack of a better term. I just really like the aesthetics of this game more than the actual gameplay. Like, I prefer Life Force for the gameplay, whereas this game, I don't know, it's got a lot more personality to it, I guess. Like, Life Force kind of had a similar concept, whereas like you going into like a body or something like that, except it didn't really feel organic. Like, it didn't really feel like, I don't know, it just didn't feel the same as this. You know, this, it's full of like blood and guts and shit. Well, maybe not blood, because, you know, NES, but, you know, it's got that kind of feel to it. And this boss takes a lot of hits, but okay, we'll beat it. Let's see if we can beat the first boss, and, well, we'll move on from there. So yeah, you have to destroy these walls, because otherwise you die, I think. I don't know, but again, this does remind me a lot of Life Force, and I'm pretty certain they did just base it on that. I mean, you got these teeth things, or whatever they're supposed to be, just like the ones in that game. Oh god, this. I forgot about that. Because again, that was something that Life Force didn't have, and sorry, I'm just gonna use the I'm just gonna use the turbo button because I don't feel like getting carpal tunnel syndrome. Like, I don't know about some other people. You know, some people say that using turbo buttons is cheating. Personally, I don't give a shit one way or the other because I would rather cheat than get carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay, let's just put it that way. Okay, it's a much better option at the very least. It's like, do you want to be called a cheater, or do you want to get this awful condition? Oh, and I'm pretty certain the water droplets kill you as well. If I remember correctly. I might be wrong, and I hope I am, because that would be a stupid way to die. I don't remember if they do kill you. I think I might die here, actually. I don't think I'm even going to beat the first boss, and that sucks. So I'm pretty certain if you die at any point in the stage, you continue, I'm pretty certain you have to, like, restart the entire level. Assuming this game even has continues, I don't even remember. I think it does, but pretty sure it's limited, like most games at the time. is kind of annoying too, but I seem to remember this boss being easier, although saying that, I'm naturally going to die in a bit. I think it's just a case of get between the bullets and you won't die. So, yeah, got myself in a pretty good spot. And just like Life Force, you now have a vertical scrolling stage, as you can see. Actually, I want to see, do you have continues in this? I'll check that, actually. Yeah, you... Okay, you do. But it doesn't actually tell you how many you have, and I'm pretty certain it's limited, so... Anyway, let's move on to the true classic, the game that is being hyped up as the best game of all time. Yep, I have to do it. It is Action 52 for the NES. One of the best games of all time. You all know it by now.
Make your selection now.
Oh yes, and I clicked off the screen. That was great. In fact, let's move that so I can get... That's not perfect, but it's an improvement, I guess. Anyway, yeah, Action 52. A true classic amongst unlicensed games. Now, I'm not going to play all of these games because they'll take forever. I'm just going to pick a few of the more interesting ones, I suppose. So as you can see, we've got classic games like Fire Breather, Stareville, or Star Evil, GeForce Fruit, Critical British Petrol, I don't know, Haunted Hill, which is actually Haunted Halls, because consistency, who needs it? Megalonia, French Baker, oh yes, Bubblegum Rosie, and of course the classic Crazy Souffle, which is my favourite dessert. And what's kind of funny about this menu is they actually ripped it off from a Pirate 52 in one multi-cart. Had the exact same menu except with different graphics. I believe the graphics on the original were taken from the Goonies, and this one they just kind of replaced with their own crappier looking graphics. So yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to play all of these, I'm just going to play a few of them. Let's go for... what are the best games on here? I don't know. But let's try out the classic Alfredo. I want to see if this works. Oh, it does. Nice. Well, not nice, because that means I have to play it, but... yeah. I also love how he's kind of dressed up as a bunny. I mean, I know he's meant to be a chef, but... yeah, the sprite work in this game is not 100% quality, shall we say. So, yeah. There are 52 games on this. You kind of wish there wasn't after playing them. And 2 of them don't even work on the NES, I don't think. Or at least, not in most cases. And yes, this is literally the entire game. Oh. Yep, I got decapitated by ravioli. That's... yeah, interesting. And let us play... what should I play? I kind of want to play Micro Mike just because it is the best game of all time. As you can see by the well-defined graphics, the well-placed enemies. In fact, this does remind me of Abadox. Okay, it doesn't, but let's just pretend that it does, just so I can at least claim this game has quality in some way. And incidentally, this game is completely impossible. Like, if you can beat level 1 of this game, I'm convinced that you're not even a person. Because, I can tell you right now, I actually got to the boss in this before, and it is impossible. Because it's like, the boss just like floats back and forth on the back of the screen, and then like bullets will just suddenly appear above you and just immediately kill you because, I don't know, reasons I guess. Nearly made it to the boss too, but okay, one more shot. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. Look at all the lag. Like, I'm pretty certain the enemies literally appear at random. I mean, they appear in different patterns every time, so... yeah. Micro Mike. Impossible game. Probably the hardest game ever made. Like, no hyperbole there. That is just... I don't even know. What else should we go for? Let's go for... Storm Over the Desert. Yeah. That classic Mortal Kombat font. Or whatever it's called, I've got no idea. But... so yeah, this is a game about the Gulf War. which last time I checked took place in the desert. And last time I checked, deserts weren't green, and I'm pretty certain Saddam Hussein didn't have pink tanks. And yes, you are fighting against Saddam Hussein. Except, I believe the manual actually calls him Satan Hussein. And I'm not joking, by the way, you can look it up yourself if you want. But yes, I am fighting to stop the evil army of Satan Hussein. I love those blood splatters as well. Like, the pink tanks exploding to blood. The little guys exploding to blood. And we're in a green desert, because that totally makes sense. Just... I love the sound design too. Just this... like, just that going the entire time. And that's it. Hey, you made to level 2, and now we're in a desert. Like, I don't get this. Like, why is part of it in a desert, and then part of it is just, like... I mean, because really the entire game should look like the bottom part of the screen, if anything. Because at least it would kind of make sense, but... Yeah, we've got those Saddam Husseins that look suspiciously like Mario. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it was an edited sprite of him. But yeah, you can see right there, that's Saddam Hussein himself. And let's go to the last page. Let's actually show off Billy Bob, because this game actually has some really impressive graphics, at least, well, by the standards of Action 52. It has really impressive graphics. Unfortunately, the gameplay is not so impressive. It's quite bad. I mean, it's obviously they were trying to go for like Prince of Persia meets Indiana Jones sort of thing, but the controls are so awkward. It's like, I don't know. I mean, if you could jump without having to use the D-pad, it might have been playable. That, and if they got rid of these stupid randomly appearing traps, like if the traps were predetermined, it probably wouldn't be so bad. Like, you could at least plan how to do it. But yeah, it's just kind of random chance whether you make it half the time. I don't think... Okay, I died right there. I don't think I'm going to make it past level 2. I don't think I've ever made it past level 2, just because these random traps just kill me every time. And yes, I have tried playing through this a bunch of times before. It is not easy, believe me. I mean, Prince of Persia is a pretty hard game to play as it is. And... Ooh, gotta be careful there. Also notice the arrows kind of disappear when you hit the ceiling, and that was totally fair. So, yeah, let's move on to, let's see, Manchester. I wonder if the game's just as bad as the city. Let's see. Hambo, the best game of all time. Oh, forgot you're supposed to go this way. But yes, Hambo, a true classic amongst video games. You know, it's kind of like Donkey Kong, if Donkey Kong was made by idiots. That's, I think that pretty much sums it up. See how far I can get in this. Ooh. Bowling ball's gonna kill me. Also notice how the balls move faster with each level. In fact, I think that goes for pretty much any game, where the enemies will move faster with each level, just as a cheap way of making the game harder. Well, not necessarily cheap, but kind of lazy, I guess, because they don't think of any other ways to do it. But yeah, that's Hambo, or Hambo's Adventure. But of course, we gotta play the Cheetah Man, because the Cheetah Man is a true classic. It is one of the best games of all time, and I think that's indisputable. I mean, if you've ever played a video game, you will know. Okay, look at the top right of that screen, by the way. That looks pretty suspicious, to say the least. Some great animation right there. It's not even animation, it's all static, but, you know. The Cheetah Man ran off, and now, the Cheetah Man. It's kind of funny how I named my old YouTube channel after this game. I guess because I didn't have any ideas. Granted, I still don't, but there you go. And this is the one game that they actually put any effort into. Like, they got a story and everything, and yet the game still sucks because it's Action 52, and the games on this kind of sucked. I mean, I think this game was kind of trying to be like Battletoads, sort of, and I'm going to say this as a spoiler. I don't like Battletoads. I don't really think it's all that fun to play. And yeah, there's a level whooper out there, which is pretty cool. Takes you immediately to level 2. And yeah, there's not much. Yeah, you also fight against the evil Satan Hussein or Saddam Hussein there. They do just recycle enemies from other games, like the bat. I'm pretty sure was taken from something, but I can't remember where. Also, like the sound that you get whenever you hit something. Whoo, whoo. And when you get hit, it just goes whoo. Yeah. Some truly astonishing sound effects. Yeah, like I said, this kind of reminds me of Battletoads, where it's got like the first level kind of has a side-scrolling beat 'em up sort of thing. Then the rest of the levels kind of don't. They're just straight up platforming. You know, much like that game did, really. I don't know if they were trying to rip off that game. It's kind of hard to tell, because, I mean, they were made the same year. I think this came out a few months after Battletoads, I think. If I'm not mistaken. See if I can beat this guy. I don't even know what it's called, but... yeah, the hit detection is a bit off, as you can probably tell. There we go. I'm not going to bother playing the rest of the game, because, you know, I kind of want to move on to all the other games that I'm going to have to play. I mean, there's still, like 60 games I've got to do. So, let's play the Addams Family. Yes. Now, I'm not familiar with this game. I know Ocean made a whole bunch of Addams Family games. I've played Pugs' Scavenger Hunt on Super Nintendo a bit. Okay. Well, I think I know how to play this. Kind of plays like those, I don't know, 8-bit computer platformers. I think that's what they were kind of going for, which makes sense. I mean, it's Ocean. They were, you know, British game developer. You kind of have to expect that, I suppose. Got the nice Addams Family theme. It's kind of funny that they licensed this out when they did, because I think this game was made in '91. Okay, how are you meant to avoid that? But yeah, it's kind of funny, because I think the movie came out a year later, if I'm not mistaken. I know the... so I do remember, like, MC Hammer, like, did a rap for it. So, you know, it had to have been, like, early 90s at least. And, oh yeah, I remember now, you gotta hold down. Well, actually, no, I'm thinking of a different game. Shoot. Well, oh, forgot about that. I forgot what you're supposed to do in this game. I did get to another level before, but for the life of me, I can't remember how you do it. I think you have to, like, press down on a certain thing, or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really play this game much, in case you can't tell. It's so hard to get on these platforms, too. I don't know. Maybe this game is decent. I'm not really sure. I do remember someone saying that there was an Ocean game that was pretty good, but... well, I'm about to die. But yeah, there is an Ocean game that is pretty good. But I couldn't tell you what that game is. Because, I don't know. I don't really play that many movie license games. I mean, I play some of them. And some of the ones that people say suck are actually... I remember being pretty fun, actually. It kind of depends on the game, I suppose. This I'm not so sure about, and I don't remember how to progress in this. I did do it before, but I can't remember how you do it. So, let's do this. And I died, so whatever. Let's just move on to Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, which I don't think I've ever played this. Ooh, and welcome to the stream, Brighton Tail. How are you doing? So, now we've got Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, which I don't think I've ever played this one. I played the Super Nintendo version a bit, but if it's anything like that, I might have an idea on what to do, but... so the game is kind of decent, I suppose. The last game, yeah. Oh god. Yeah, this is kind of like the previous game, I suppose. But like I said, I never played... oh, wait, what? Okay, let's just go in the house, whatever. I don't know when this game was made, I'm guessing like 93, because I think that's when the Super Nintendo version came out. It was definitely after the Super Nintendo came out, at least. Also, this one's kind of remind me of Mets from Mega Man. They kind of have a similar sort of animation style, I guess. Okay, I forgot about that. Wait, what are you doing with the Hummer Fighters? Because I saw the thing with the Hummer Fighters, like you did a lot of the songs for it, but... must have been I'm not an expert on Mugen or anything like that. I never really played it much. I think I played it a bit a while back, but I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with the Addams Family. I think I saw the show a little bit as a kid, but I've never seen like the movies or anything. Because I kind of missed the boat on the whole Addams Family reboot, I guess, because, you know, that was early 90s, I wasn't really around at that time. Oh, so the Mega Drive version of this is like the Super Nintendo version, except you play as Gomez. That's strange. No idea why they would do that. Although, of course, there is another Addams Family game, which we'll get to later, which is, okay, how are you meant to go through that without getting hit? I've got no idea. But, yeah, of course, there is another Addams Family game, which we'll get to later, which is, of course, Festus Quest. And, honestly, I don't remember that game being that bad. I know it has a pretty... It's kind of infamous, and I'm generally not a big fan of Sunsoft. I don't remember that game being too bad, though. And also, I think I'm not supposed to go into this room yet. I don't remember which one you're meant to go into first, to be honest. And oh, wait, maybe it is this room. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird there's no music in this. I don't remember if the Super Nintendo version had that, but I think it did. So I think these platforms hurt you, don't they? If you walk into the side of them. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But, well, I'll play until I die again. When I die again, I'll just move on. I don't think there are any predefined levels or anything like that. I guess each screen is kind of a level, but yeah. I know these spikes kill you. I do remember that from playing the other version. Oh. And, oh, I don't think I can make that. Shoot. Like, what are half these enemies even supposed to be? Like, I know there's like... Oh. Wait, you have to continue from the very start of the game? What the hell? I never actually played Festus Quest much, so... I don't know. I'm sure maybe if I played it more, I'd have a better opinion on it, or more informed opinion, I suppose. So now we've got to move on to a billion friggin' Advanced Dungeons and Dragons games. And I'm going to say right now, I know sod all about Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I've never really played the board games or anything. Not really familiar with the video games for the most part. I don't know. I just never really cared about it. I mean, I got a friend that kind of... Well, of course I'm going to go with gold, because it's friggin' gold. But, I was going to say, I got a friend that plays, like, an AD&D game on, I think, Steam? I don't remember, but I know he plays online on that. So, I don't know. What the hell's this? Okay, this is not what I was expecting when I picked AD&D, but, they tend to be, like, RPGs, don't they? I mean, that... You know, I mean, it kind of makes sense, because, you know, AD&D is a role-playing game to begin with. Like, the actual board game. Oh, wait, what? So, you press up to, like... Oh, I see. Is it kind of like... B-Wings, I guess? Sort of? Except I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. It's like... It's right to right on Bungling Bay. Except, this makes even less sense. Actually, no, I think I know what I gotta do. Yeah. Destroy that. Collect whatever that is. Okay, I get it now. There's certain enemies you have to kill near the ground, and there's certain ones you have to kill in the air. Give me that. Oof. Yeah, the order actually does look pretty cool. And also, I cannot speak today at all. It's weird. Like, even more so than usual. But, can I fly in the trees? Oh, okay, I can't. Well, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. Also, what am I supposed to do here? Is there a map or anything? So I think there was one at the beginning, but I wasn't actually paying attention. Maybe this is a decent game, I don't know. Seems to be a pretty late gen game, so maybe. But like I said, I mean, this isn't really what I was expecting from an AD&D game, so maybe it's alright. I've got no idea. I kind of feel like Dragon Spirit would probably be more fun to play, though. What am I supposed to do? Do I just have to kill all the enemies, I guess? Like, you just kill all the enemies and you move on. I mean, I have no idea what this has to do with AD&D. Not that I'm complaining, because it's not like I would know anyway, but, you know. I don't see anything here. This is just empty land. In fact, this almost looks like it would be an RTS. Like, judging from a screenshot, that's probably what it would look like, but no, it's an action game. It's probably for the best, because I at least, you know, kind of know what I'm doing with those sometimes. And that's just more forest. How big is this map? I can't even speed up or anything. Like, if you could speed up, this probably wouldn't be so much of a problem, but, like, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do. There's no, you know, there's no specified place I'm supposed to go to as far as I can tell. I think it is just a case of you gotta kill all the enemies. Oh. Oh god. This is so awkward because all the trees are in the way. It's like I'm playing Roller Coaster Tycoon again. Yeah. Although at least you don't die immediately on contact with them, I suppose. I mean, there are games that do that. Looking at you, Captain Planet. Please tell me the enemies don't respawn. They don't seem to, so... I think I'm in the clear. But, yeah, this is kind of boring. Maybe it's a decent game, but let's just move on to... What is this? I can't even tell what most of these are called because the names are so long that they kind of... Yeah, I can't even talk. But what is this? Adventures in Dragons, Dragons of Flame. Yeah, to be fair, that last game probably makes more sense if you were to read the manual, but, you know, I'm playing these on an emulator, so I can't really do that. So what is this game? Is this one alright? Because I think I do remember this now. Because I think Spoony reviewed this back in the day. Like, back when his videos were actually good. So... Also, I think this is like a translation. So, I don't think they ever released this one outside of Japan, which is kind of strange. I mean, is AD&D really big in Japan? I kind of doubted that, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh god, do we really have to go through this? Yeah. Well, you can tell this isn't a Nintendo licensed game now. Well, Nintendo of America licensed game, should I say. Oh god, please don't tell me I have to sit through all this, because I have tried skipping this. Bastards indeed. But yeah, I remember this game. Again, like, maybe if I actually cared about the source material, I would probably care about this. But considering the fact that it was only released in Japan, maybe not. I don't know. They clearly didn't care enough about this game to release it in America. But, yeah. This kind of reminds me of the next game, which is quite infamous, and I'm pretty sure some people will already know which game that is. I don't know. Were his videos really trashy when he reviewed this? Because I remember him, I remember his videos being quite good back in, 2007. You know. So what am I supposed to do here? Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. This game has a Zelda 2 sort of combat system. I'll admit I've never really played Zelda 2. Yeah, I remember this now. So yeah, this does kind of play like Zelda 2, like I said. I get the feeling it's probably nowhere near as good. Granted, I say that as someone who's never actually played Zelda 2, I don't think. Or if I did that, I only played it for a few minutes. I don't know. Maybe I should play that game more. Okay, what is this? I'm not going to play this one for long because I don't think I really have much to say about it. I mean, it's an RPG. I haven't really bothered to play this. So, I don't know. I don't think there's really a whole lot to say. It's basically just, well, it's an RPG. It's on the Famicom. It was released in Japan. It's based on AD&D. Looks decent enough, I guess. Like, maybe this is a decent game. I don't know. I can't really tell you. Oh yeah, he did start doing loads of vlogs or vlogs or whatever you want to call them. That was kind of the point when I got bored of him, to be fair. Yeah, eat that. Skeletonize everyone. What kind of sword has the power to skeletonize people, or whatever those things are? They're clearly not people unless they're going to a Halloween party, I guess, but anyway, let's move on. No, I'm not going to help the children. Okay, you can sod off, because I've got more games to play. I mean, I would help the children if I could, but I'm poor. Yep, it's this game. The best game of all time. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Heroes of the Lance. Just, I don't even know what to say about this one. I think everyone knows how bad this game is. I like this, by the way. It's just, here's a bunch of pictures of all these characters you're going to play as. I mean, it almost looks like you're going to select the character, but no, you play as all of them. So, why is this here? I don't get it. Prepare to enter Zaxxaroth! Oh, yes. Do we go north or south? Let's go north. South is full of bastards, so... Oh, God. That was totally fair. I love the sound effects, just... Okay. Yeah, I defeated someone. Let's go over here, I guess. Down, I guess? Yeah. So now fight the things from the last game. How do I pick up this item? No! I want to pick up the item, but it won't let me because the controls suck. Well, assuming the controls suck, it's not just... I love this, by the way. I can't even hit him because he's just walking away from the troubles in his life. So apparently the strategy is don't even bother attacking the enemies just because they run away constantly, which is totally a valid strategy that isn't stupid at all. I want to go this way. Okay. Stab this guy. Except I can't because the game won't let me. Okay, how the hell do you even attack this guy? I can't even stab down. You know what? Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up this whole game. You can't stab down, therefore you can't even kill this guy. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I killed him somehow. I don't even know how I did that. What the hell's with that old dude on the bottom? Like, I think he's just angry that he's being featured in this game. I also love how my attacks only hit about 1/4 of the time. Even though half the time I clearly hit him, half the time when I do hit him, it doesn't actually seem to count. Yay! Yay! I'm just dying instantly. And yeah, just look at these graphics, like seriously. Let's render the entire game in green, brown, and black. Like, pretty much the entire game is rendered in monochrome. Like, why would you ever render a game in these colours? Like, seriously. Also, I'm amazed I even got past the opening part of the game, but there we go. So, might as well just play this next room and then quit because this game sucks. That pretty much sums it up. Like, this game is terrible. Like, this is one of the worst games on the NES, just straight up. Because, I don't know, it's just... Oh god. Oh wow, I actually did it. I didn't even remember the controls to jump, but I just kind of pulled it off somehow. What is this? How do I... Okay, can I even pick that up? And why can't I jump anymore? Like, I could do it oh. So I have to be running to jump. Yay, a beetle that's gonna kill me. Oh, maybe not. I'm friggin' amazed that thing didn't kill me in one hit, given what this game's like. Like I said, like, this game is awful. I suppose you could say a lot of early RPGs were bad, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel like a lot of them were at least good for the time. Like, they were still figuring out the kinks with how those games worked. I mean, I'm not an RPG fan at all, personally. But I can at least see the appeal in a lot of them. But this one, I don't. Like, this game is just bad. Like, this game is awful. Just on any level. Like, the graphics are terrible. The music, I don't know. Like, some of the music isn't too bad. Like, this track I don't mind. But aside from that, like, I don't know. It's just not an appealing game to look at all. Because the game is pretty much rendered in monochrome, like I said. The gameplay is terrible. Like, even for the standards of the time, this is not a good game. In any capacity. Because like I said, they were, you know, even like the supposed like RPGs that haven't aged well have, you know, they were much better than this at the very least. So let's try to kill Godzilla. Actually, Godzilla's too good for this shit. No, I'm gonna die. Yeah. Great game right there. A true classic for the ages. You failed in your quest for the discs of Mishakal. Well, it doesn't all work. It doesn't matter, I'll just go on friggin' iTunes instead. So now we have Hills 4, I think this is called. Why are there so many AD&D games? I just want to go through this. Oh god, Deadly Towers. Oh, I am looking forward to that. Actually, this one doesn't look too bad. Uh, Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen this game, like, at all. Like, I've never played it. Oh no, don't tell me this is a text adventure. A text adventure on the friggin' NES. Void current character? Is that really what I think it means? Because if it is, then I'll totally take them up on the offer. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, I guess not. Generate a character, let's do it. I am going to be. What should we be? Let's be a half elf. Let's make him female. Yes, make him a female. A female cleric fighter mage. And I shall be the neutral good. And I shall be the true classic. Assuming I can type all of this in. Yeah. Actually, can I put spaces in? I hope. It looks like I can, so let's do it. It's 69. I didn't mean it like that, if that's what you're thinking. Yes, the true classic. Oh, well, maybe not. I was going to put Princess Zordo, but I guess not. Princess Zor, even though there's clearly enough space to put the rest of the letters in there. Yep, let's keep. Oh god, does this game really have like a battery system? What do I do now? Save current character? Ride current... Okay, how do I start the character? Do I do this? Oh, here we go. Yes, let's enter the campsite, whatever that does. Oh. Or let's not, because it just takes me back there. And yes. Yes, Princess Zor with a 0. You know what? If I could... Wait, what the hell's going on here? Okay. I was expecting this to be a text adventure, judging from the previous screens, but no, apparently it's turned into a horse riding game. So yes, riding the classic Epony, my favourite. Actually, it's kind of funny because I've been playing Zelda recently, or at least I've been playing Ocarina of Time, and it's a really good game. But what? What the hell am I supposed to do? Okay, so I've got to do this again. But, what was I going to say? But yeah, Ocarina of Time, really fun game. I've actually pretty far through it. I'm up to the water temple right now. And with any luck, I'll be able to finish the game sooner rather than later. But, yeah, I'm just talking about that because I've got nothing to say about this. This is kind of boring so far, I'm not going to lie. Okay, why does it just keep saying this? Like, so do I keep going back? Like, how do I play this? Like, I seriously have no idea what I'm doing. Like, it's just, oh, I ride a horse for a bit, and then it just takes me back to the menu, and that's it. That's like, you know, I'm going to do it one more time, and if I don't progress, I'm just going to move on, because I've got no idea what to do here. So, yeah. How is everyone? Are you as bored as me? Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, actually did something different. What is going on? Wow. And suddenly Princess Zor became the... Well, it's like Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. Or Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, or whatever. Whichever one it was with that toddler that goes around destroying Las Vegas. I can't even remember what it was called. I Blew Up the Kid, I think that's what it was. So what do I do here? Am I supposed to go to the castle, I guess? No idea. You search the area but find nothing that's informative. Oh, wow, I can actually do this. So what is the point of this? Is this literally just a glorified maze? Like, I don't get this at all. Like, it's literally just... I'm walking through the town maze. Like, you think they would lay out the roads better so you can at least maneuver your way through it, but... what is... Oh. In front of you. Okay. I have no I'm doing. Let's open it. Wait, what? Use physical strength. Oh. Use it. No, let's use the magical charm. Oh. What do I do here? Do I just not enter this place, I guess? You know, let's just... Yeah. You have failed to open the lock. I probably just could have clicked the second option a bunch of times and eventually did it, but I don't know if that's how this works. Let's fight. Let's do it. Let's do some blades and blade. Blaze and blade or whatever. What the hell's this? Is this like a really bad version of I don't even know. Okay, how do you play this? I've got no idea. I've never played this game before, so if I fail really badly, then that's why. You know, let's just go all out offensive. Where did that come from? Like, who even is saying this stuff? Is it me saying it, or... I've got no idea. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I legitimately have no idea what's going on. And I suddenly won. That's... it's a really bad Devil May Cry clone. Might as well be. You know, it's kind of funny. I never really played Devil May Cry. So I don't know. Okay, let's enter this and see what happens, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, is this like a CRPG now? You're making a lot of noise. Y'all sod it. Turbo away! Actually, no, sod this. Might as well get the last AD&D game out of the way. And then I can rub my hands clean of this forever. Because I'm probably never going to play these again. But, yes, Pool of Radiance. What's the betting this is just going to turn into Super Mario Bros. 3 or something? New Flan. That is not a good name for a city. Welcome to New Flan. Yes. Riches, fame, glory. Oh yes. None of which you will get from playing this game. What is this? Gwydion, Felgor, and Goldleaf. Okay. Great. He's a lawful evil. This guy's a lawful good. This guy is... Well, he looks like a yob, really, but, does anyone even say that anymore? I don't know, but... Let's... New Phallus City. What's Environ? Game speed? I don't know. Say to fast, I guess. Maybe I'm just gonna make it so fast it just breaks. I've got no idea. Yes, let's do this. Can I even start? Yes, let's do it. Oh, wait, what? Man approaches. Oh god. Ugh. Rolf. Well, as long as you're not Rolf Harris, I think we're in the clear. Wait, was the first guy Ron Weasley? We have to check that again. The hell's Rupert Grint doing in my game? Or, is it Grint? Gwent? I can't remember. But Rupert Grint. Okay. Okay, that's not a dock, that's just a ladder. Okay, or it's a door, whichever. I'm not even controlling this, by the way. The game is literally just playing itself. He's James Rolfe. Well, after the friggin' movie, he probably wants to move on to something new, but I'm not sure this is the right thing to do. Starring in an old game no one cares about. Digging this jam, though. JP, he's back again. Yo, rapping it for you, playing these AD&D so you know what to do. It's like this, that, and this, and up. It's like that, and like this, and that, and up. It's like this, and who gives a fuck about those, so just chill till the next episode. Yep, that's the tour. Let's go to the slums. Or, let's not. So where do I go? Oh, here we go. No, I guess not. So where am I supposed to go now? 'Cause I wasn't really paying full attention, shall we say. Oh, wait, what? Okay, that's confusing graphically. I mean, look at this, like, because look at this, there's a door here, and then I move forward, and all of a sudden, there's no door there. Like, what the hell? I mean, I know it's saying there's, like, a door. Wait, what? Okay. I have no idea what's going on. Well, there's so many healers around here. I'm certainly not getting healing from you. Okay, let's just make that clear right now. What is this? Lodging. Let's see if I can find someone to fight, I guess. Doesn't look like a particularly good game, though. I mean, if anything, this reminds me of... Well, the perspective kind of reminds me of Rescue the Embassy mission, but... Let's see, what have we got here? How much gold do I have? Always believe in your soul. Well, I have 160 gold, and the weapons are quite cheap. Wait. You know what, let's... So this guy has a lot of items. This guy has none. Let's give him... the halberd. Yes. Actually, is there a map? I'm going to have to look that up now. Let's check. Just so I'm not being entirely unfair on the game. No, there doesn't seem to be a map. Oh, wait, here we go. Area. Okay, that's not a big help. Where's over in that big space to the right? Okay, how do I go back? Okay, there we go. I gotta say, graphically, this does not look great. I gotta be honest. It's like... Okay. Listen to gossip, I guess. See if a brawl breaks out. Okay. Yeah, I kind of know. Wait, that's not what barren means. Okay, barren means there isn't a whole lot there. Okay, don't try to fool me, game. I know what you're on about. Okay, I know you're trying to mess me up. Trying to, like, get my definitions wrong. Oh, is there an elevator here? Oh, okay, it's an armor shop. Let's buy some armor, even though I haven't... Oh, wait, it's the same stuff as the last shop, apparently. I haven't missed the halberd, dude. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm gonna force sleep if I don't move on. Let's play something more exciting, like Events in the Magic Kingdom. I gotta be honest, I don't think I've already played this one. I remember hearing it wasn't very good, so yeah. How many letters can I enter? JP... Ron... Oh, okay, I didn't mean to do that, and it won't let me erase. So, actually no. So I think I just remembered some. Let's give it a much better name. Much better. Oh, I am so mature. Hey, Goofy! Okay, I know it sounds nothing like Mickey, but sod it. Where's the golden key to the gate? So I promise, if I try to sound like Mickey, I just sound like... Well, like my voice is breaking. Oh, gosh! I'm sorry, Mickey. I must have left it in the castle. See, I'm the worst Goofy voice actor ever, but... Okay. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt to do Don's voice. Yep. We need 6 silver keys to open the castle gates, and, well, I'm not sure where I left them, but there's somewhere in the magic... Okay, I'm going to stop that. Does anyone remember the Goof Troop show? Or just Goof Troopers, I think it was called. I do vaguely remember that show from the 90s. No, oh god, Mickey's face! That is not a face you ever want to see. But that is like the last thing that some people have ever seen, I would imagine. Just... What the hell? Because I know it's like you gotta find the keys to beat the game. I think you have to play a bunch of mini-games. Is essentially what this is about. Like I said, I haven't really played this one, so... Yeah, here we go. I think you have to answer a bunch of questions. You're a cock, aren't you? Yeah, amazing. Is this Steamboat Willie, I think? Maybe not. I'm not big up on my Disney. I'm gonna say right now, not really big up on my Disney trivia. I mean, I went to Disneyland as a kid, but that doesn't mean I'm an expert on it. Okay, let's do this. See if it will let me. Ooh. Oh yeah, because I do remember seeing this game on YouTube and seeing all the different mini games and all that. And I know you have to answer a bunch of trivia questions to like make progress for whatever reason. I know it's like, oh, it's like advertising for the theme park. But yeah. And I'm not really sure what to say about this so far, but from what I've heard from other people say, it's generally not very good. And that's pretty much unanimous from what I've heard. I just like this mirror effect. It's like, 1 minute you're here, next minute you're not. Kind of get the feeling the mirrors are a little bit faulty, but maybe that's just me. But let's just make an attempt at this at least. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot you have a limited supply of candles, which makes this a pain in the arse. Also, I mean, look at the platform in this. It's kind of weird to think this came from Capcom. You know, I don't know exactly when this was made. I think this was around at the same time Mega Man 2 came out, which is a far better game. I'm just going to say that straight up right now. Like, even having barely played this game, I can tell you right now, that game is way better. Because it's friggin' Mega Man 2, that pretty much goes without saying. Oh yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean is in this game, I forgot about that. I keep forgetting that Pirates of the Caribbean even existed before the movies, to be honest, but there you go. I will say, at least there's more going on in this game than the AD&D games, at least. So that's something. At least I'm actually getting stuff done, but yes. Oh god. This is not going to be fun. Well, I made it. Okay, made it. Nice. And I died. I messed that up, I think. Am I able to try another game? Let's try... No, the Pirates of the Caribbean, I think, is like another platforming stage. And there are some non-platforming stages I kind of want to try. So there's the train level, which I remember being a pain in the arse. I don't remember what the other ones are. Can't go in that. This isn't really much of a theme park, though. Like, if anything, this overworld bit kind of reminds me of, what the hell does it remind me of? Like, an old, Cartoon Network sort of adventure thing, where it's like... I think you played as, like, Ed, Edd and Eddy, and you went around a beach or something, and you had to, like, give people stuff. Wait, DuckTales 2... Man, I'm gonna say right now, DuckTales 2 is... From what I've played of this so far, I'm gonna say right now, DuckTales 2 is better. Like, DuckTales 2 isn't, like, one of my favourite games ever or anything. Like, it's not as good as the first one, certainly, but... I thought DuckTales 2 was pretty good overall. I mean, it's not as good as the original. But when I get to it, I can tell you right now it is certainly going to be better than this. So yeah, racing mode. Pretty slow racing mode at that. Especially considering how much quicker the other cars at the beginning went. This reminds me of Bump and Jump, only... Oh, well you can move faster, never mind. Okay, I messed up. I'm sorry. So I guess if you crash so many times you lose, I think. Oh. Yeah. Oh, you have to keep pressing up. Oh. Yep, this is like Bump and Jump now. Ooh. Maybe that one Commodore 64 game that I can't remember the name of. But I know it... Oh. Oh, hey, I made it. Nice. I get the feeling I'm probably going to lose, though, because I think... Do you have to come first? Also, how are you meant to avoid that? I have no idea. But I think that sound means I'm about to lose. So, great. Well, you like both DuckTales games equally. I'm going to say right now, DuckTales 1 was better. I'm just going to say... I'm going to say that right now. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to Bayou Billy. And I'm going to say right now, this is not a good game. I mean, it's not horrible, but... I don't know. I love that, by the way. Mate, I'm going to say right now, Zippy Race actually isn't that bad. I actually quite like it. I mean, it's certainly not great by any means, but I kind of enjoyed playing through it at least. This game, on the other hand, I'm not a fan of this one. Because it's just... Well, for starters, it's way too difficult. Like, because this is one of those games where the game is like 50 times harder than the Japanese version. Like, I played the Japanese one a little bit. But I'm going to say right now, this game really isn't that great in any form. because it's like, even the Japanese version isn't really very fun. It's like, because the beat 'em up sections are just way too basic. Like, there's no special moves or even any variation with the moves like there is in Double Dragon. And it's just, what's there just isn't very fun. I mean, sure you do get one or two weapons, but I mean, look at this. Like, how are you supposed to like, even get anywhere in this? I know there's like the training stages that make the stages slightly easier if you beat them, but who the hell's honestly going to do that? Like, I don't think anyone would ever really want to do that, because that's just wasting time. In the vain hope you can get somewhere in these stages. And like I said, the Japanese version is way easier. I was certainly able to get further in it, but like I said, even the Japanese version just isn't very fun to play, because there's just not a whole lot to it. It's very basic. And that's kind of the problem. It's like, it's too basic to the point where you don't really want to play it. Like, there are much better options. Like, this came out in '89. Like, Double Dragon was already out at this point. So it's like, why the hell would you want to play this? And even, like, the drive-in stages and light gun stages aren't very fun either. I mean, the light gun stages actually aren't too bad from what I remember. Those are alright, I guess, but they're probably the best part of the game. And the driving stages are just a pain in the arse. Oh yeah, and the enemies can take items away from you, which is great. It's like the only idea they had for these stages, pretty much. And you pretty much have to use the turbo button to get anywhere in this. Unless you're like a god. And you know, there's certain people that can beat this game. But I'm not one of those people, so whatever. I mean, look at this. How, like, even using the turbo buttons, I still get hit. Like, as far as I'm aware, I don't know, it's like, as far as I'm aware, it's like, I don't know. And this part is dumb too, because you have to fight these alligators to move on. And in the Japanese version, you won't even, well, you don't have to do it here, but you do have to do it later on. And, yeah, in the Japanese version, you didn't do that. Oh yeah, here we go. Of course, they just hit you immediately anyway, so who cares? You just lose the weapon, like, as soon as you get it, because you can't really get 2 hits in without getting hit back. It's impossible. And that's really the problem with this game. There's no strategy to it. It's just blind luck whether you're actually able to get anywhere in it or not, pretty much. You know, like games like, you know, Castlevania and stuff, like those are challenging, but, you know, you can have a strategy for them. This kind of, there's a little bit of memorization, but aside from that, it's just not very good. And yeah, like I forgot to mention, but the controls aren't very responsive either. It's like, yeah, it's like I mash the button and it doesn't even really work. But let's move on to Captain Comic. I really hope there's a really good game coming up soon, because so far these games have not been great. I mean, the best game I've played so far is, I think, 1943, and that was on the previous stream, so yeah. This game actually isn't too bad from what I remember though, although it is quite difficult because, well, just because of the onslaught of enemies. At least you do get a weapon early on. Why they couldn't just give it to you from the beginning is beyond me, but also there's like a meter that like decreases when you use it, but it doesn't really seem to affect anything. Actually, no. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong meter. I was looking at the S, which is the health. Why it's called S, I have no idea. I mean, maybe if the guy's name began with S, but I don't know. As far as I'm aware, his name is just Captain Comic. Although, yeah, this is the first of numerous Color Dreams games in the set. And, you know, Color Dreams generally sucked, but like I said, this one isn't too bad from what I remember. It's definitely one of the better Color Dreams games, because at least it's kind of playable. And I believe this is a port of a PC game, or a DOS game, I don't quite remember. But, yeah. Is there really a Ukrainian version of this? I mean, on DOS. Seems weird to me. But yeah, I think really what brings this one down for me personally is just that the enemies are just relentless. Like, you just die constantly. And that's kind of the sort of game this is. And that's really the kind of problem. Like, how are you even supposed to, like, dodge half of these enemies? I don't get it. It might not be so bad if they didn't appear so often, or if they, like, appeared in set places, I guess. They just appear in just random spots every time, as far as I can tell. So, I don't know. Maybe this game is decent. Like I said, it is one of the better Color Dreams games, at least, because at least it, you know, it kind of plays decently. The controls are alright. It's just, I don't know. Never really found much of a reason to play this. Oh, And again, the enemies just constantly spawn in. I mean, look at this. Like, how are you even supposed to hide? I don't get, like, how do you even dodge half the enemies as well? It's way too difficult. And of course, they don't refill your health either, which is great. I love when games do that. I mean, I know it's, like, not predefined levels or anything, but still. Yeah, I noticed there's not really many people watching, but oh well, you just gotta kind of roll with it. And I want to play these games anyway. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Well, let's play until I die, I guess, which will probably be in about 2 seconds. Yeah, don't even know what hit me there, but great. Well, let's just move on to Dino Ricci. Game I have played a bunch of times. I've never got very far into it because it's really difficult, but yeah. I think I've got this game actually as well, the Famicom version. It's not a particularly fun game from what I remember. It's alright, but it's not really one you really have to play, I don't think. It's like, if it looks really fun and you want to put the time in, maybe it's a decent game. But I think the thing that puts me off this game more than anything is the power-up system kind of sucks. Because this is one of those games where every time you get hit, you get powered down, which is really a dumb idea and should really be abolished in my opinion. And yeah, let's move on because this game isn't really that great. So yeah, now we're going to play this game. Oh yeah, the powerful girl. Yep, Gilligan's Island. Now, I'm going to say for the record, I've never played this game and I've never watched the show. In fact, I know sod all about the show. I know it's a bunch of people get stranded on an island. But aside from that, I don't know anything about it. I know the game sucks, which is why I never played it. So, I'm not going to spend much time on this one because, like I said, it sucks. So, yes. Gotta do all this. Ooh, we gotta find stuff. We gotta go through the jungle, the mighty jungle, and all this stuff. It's like, who really cares? Just let me get on with the game. Yeah, here we go. Like I said, never seen the show. I don't really know much about... Oh, what? Okay, this game... this is weird already. I've never seen the show, but I can't imagine there were constant, like, giant parakeets trying to kill Skipper. I mean, that's why it's on the bottom. And... okay. Is this it? Am I just going around punching snakes? Snakes! You want some too? Oh. What the hell's this? What the hell am I doing? That animation. Also, I don't know. Looking at this guy just kind of reminds me of Strong Sad. Like, if Strong Sad was a human, like, if there was like a live-action Homestar Runner movie, he would probably look like this. That's like the only entertainment I've got from this game so far. Is that he kind of looks like a comedic character, I guess. And how am I supposed to get out of here? What am I supposed to do? Oh. Am I supposed to press jump constantly? Yeah, this kind of sucks. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't really get this game at all. Okay. It's a tree, but... oh. Yay, you know, this game is an annoying timer that goes off constantly. That's fun. I wanna look at that again. I'm not gonna bother playing this anymore, because it sucks. First impression, but... I mean, I know I'm kind of judging it really quickly, but... I think I've seen enough footage of this game on YouTube and stuff to kind of know what I'm in for. Tom Sawyer RPG. I've never played that. I did play a Tom Sawyer platformer. In fact, I think I'm actually coming up to that game pretty soon. But I have never played the RPG. Let's all see what happens when I lose, I guess. That animation is like the only fun part of this game so far. At least that's funny. Oh, wait, what? Great. So apparently this guy disappeared and... wait, what? Oh no, the timer went back up. No! Kill me! I don't want to play that. Wait, can this... I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I'm back. Yeah. Anyway, let's try to see if I can get myself killed. There we go. Come on, where are the enemies at? Oh, no, that's just some dude. I don't care about you. I want to die! Just, this is boring adventure fun. So, why do the monkeys only hurt you like half the time? Ugh. I love that animation too. Just punch him in the face and we're done with it. Yeah. Wait, here we go. Wait, how do you jump? No. How... The hell? Oh, you're supposed to press A when you're next to this. Okay, so you can't even fall on the spikes. That's great. And yeah, there are so many games with adventure in the title. And, yeah. At least we are coming up to some good games in a bit. It's just that this kind of isn't one of them. So, no. I can't even die in this game. That's how boring it is. Wait. Wait, rocks. Can rocks kill me at least? Nope, that just does that. I don't think the river's gonna kill me. Knowing what this game's like. Let's fall down here. No, just... Why can't I die in this game? I want to die. Why won't you let me die? Look at this, the rat... Oh, there we go. Got bitten to death. No, you know what's really funny? Adventure Island isn't even in this folder. Like, even though you would think it's in the A section, for whatever reason, they put Hudson's at the beginning of the title, so I'm not going to be able to play that for a while. And that kind of sucks. But you know what we do get to play? A good game. Yes. Adventures of Lolo. I never really played these games that much, but I have played them enough to know that they are good games. And I do like a good puzzler every now and then. In fact, I probably should play this more, to be fair. But yes. Let's do it. See, well, I'm only going to do the first few levels, because that's kind of my rule with these games. I'm generally only going to do, like, the first level, usually. Unless, like, the levels are really short, like in this game. Well, I'll play the first few, I guess. Yeah. I like the soundtrack in this, too. The only problem is that it's kind of really short. Which is kind of a problem, but, yeah. I don't know. I don't remember how many levels there are in this game as well. But, yeah. This game, I do recommend playing at least. Oh, wait. I think I might have messed this up. Because there's like this really weird quirk with this game, which you'll see here. Oh, or maybe not. I thought if they're like brief fire in front of you, you just stop and die, but I guess not. I suppose if you're far away enough, you're fine. But yeah, let's do this stage. Because I don't quite remember how you do this one, actually. I don't quite remember how you beat this. But I think there's a way to do it. Oh no, you don't. I think if I stand here, I'm okay. No, I messed up. Well, yeah, I forgot that guy goes to sleep if he walks next to you, which is weird, but anyway, let's move on to Lolo 2. I'm not going to play these for long, simply because there's 3 of them, and they're all kind of the same thing, so, yeah. I mean, this is basically the same game, just with different levels, I think, and, you know, a couple of things are slightly different, but that's about it, really. But like I said, these are pretty good games, so I don't really mind. I never quite understood the rules for, like, when you can, like, fire projectiles. Because I know you have to collect a certain amount of these, but never quite understood that, personally. I also like how these enemies don't even really do anything. They just stand there and just wait. Oh, we got the bones. Welcome to the bone zone, bitch. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. No idea. But I can take out the next bones. But yeah. How do I do this? I think I know what to do. Yeah. Solved it. I do kind of wish the music tracks in this game were longer, to be honest. I think that's kind of one of the main things that put me off playing it for an extended period of time, but oh well. Lolo Free! And yeah, Lolo Free. Pretty much the same game, except now there's a map system of all things. I think the tree is a tutorial, I think, so let's not go there. I think, is this level 1, I think? Oh, level 3. Oh, I can't go there yet, apparently. Please don't mind. I don't have to do tutorial. Oh, well, I can go to level 2, so that's cool. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, remix. Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, this is the game where they do that. How do I do this again? I don't remember this one. Yeah, forgot about that too. And I can't shoot this thing either because it would just kill me immediately. I think I know what to do. Except, nope. I don't get, like, why can't you just walk back really quickly? I always find that kind of weird, but... Anyway, let's play Red Gravity with the greatest theme song on earth. I mean, just listen to this. I love it. Like, this theme song should be played at my funeral. Like, it just sounds like random notes. Hello, Red Gravity. I gotta be honest, I haven't really played this game much either. It's kind of funny how a lot of these games early on, I haven't really played them. I mean, there's plenty later on that I've played. In fact, I would say I've played the majority of the NES games. Enough to be able to formulate my own opinion, but a lot of these earlier ones, not so much. Or at least in the A section, I guess. Yeah, that is some wakes in quality. But it's not quite speed metal enough to really count for that, I don't think. I kind of want to get some more unlicensed games soon, to be fair. But I'm looking at the games. Well, there is one, technically, but it's not quite what I have in mind, I suppose. Okay, here we go. And... okay, here we go. I think I've played this a little bit, so I'll kind of have a basic idea on how the gameplay works. Yeah. I'm not really sure if this game is any good or not. I know it was made by... was it Interplay, I think? It was Interplay, wasn't it? I'm not sure if that was the studio. I know they were definitely involved with this game in some capacity. So the background is confusing. Like, you wouldn't think you could walk on this, but apparently you can. So that's... also, the enemies respawn, which is great. Granted, there are plenty of good games that do that, so I'm not going to hold that against it too much, but... oh god. Oh, when you fall off the platforms when you get hit, that's great. Those games didn't seem that bad, I suppose. I mean, I've certainly played worse. I mean, the game at least controls halfway decent. The controls are a little bit slippery, but aside from that, it doesn't play too badly. Presentation is kind of meh. Not really feeling this. And I died. Okay. I don't know, maybe this... oh. Wait, is that it? One life? Well, I guess that's it. Let's move on. Well, I'll say this about Red Gravity. It's way better than this. I'm gonna say right now, this is probably the worst game on the NES. Like, this is a good contender for that. Like, they couldn't even spell heroes correctly, for starters. The music is just random notes. Like, they're not synced up properly or anything. I mean, I can tell it's trying to be like the theme song from the show. I've never really watched Rocky and Bullwinkle, but I do at least know the theme. I also like how the things that hurt you look exactly the same as the power-ups. That's totally how you'd start a good game. The graphics look like they were, like the graphics literally look like they were drawn in MS Paint. Like this literally looks like it was drawn by a 5-year-old. In fact, I think that's giving it way too much credit. Level design is terrible. Like, you got, like, how are you even supposed to tell what platforms you can and can't stand on? It's just, it's impossible. It's just, like, this is not possible to make a game this bad. Like, what is it to even say about this? Like, doesn't the game speak for itself? I mean, like, there are plenty of bad games where it's like, you kind of need an explanation on why they're so bad. But no, this game, you only need to look at it for 10 seconds to know why it sucks. Okay, the graphics are puke. The music, okay, I've seen 3-year-olds compose better music than the talentless hack that worked on this shit. The controls are incredibly slippery, like some of the slipperiest I've ever seen in well, basically any game. Like the level designs are awful. The just nothing about this game. Like there is no redeeming quality to this game at all. Everything about this is horrible. Like this isn't even conceivable bad. Like this is the game more than anything that proves that the Nintendo seal of quality means absolutely sod all. Like if you ever needed proof that, you know, it was basically just so that Nintendo could get more money for publishing rights, yeah, this is the game to prove that with. Because this is one of the worst games of all time. And you want to know what the worst part is? This isn't even the worst game in the A section, let alone the entire thing. Yeah, like, there is an actual game coming up later that is legitimately worse than this. Like, and as you can probably imagine, I'm kind of dreading that game. But yeah, make no mistake, this is one of the worst songs. Wow. Yeah, that is one of the worst songs ever, but this is also one of the worst games ever too. Like, the music can't even stay in tune because of the sound effects. That pretty much illustrates just how bad this game is. Just, in fact, I can't take it anymore. I think I've got a headache just from playing that. You know what, let's play a much better game. And, you know what, this game isn't really great or anything. I did try playing through this once, and I gave up on level 5 because the game just kind of got ridiculously hard at that point from what I remember. Either that or I'm missing something, but I don't know. This game actually seems not... This game doesn't seem too bad from what I played. The controls aren't that bad. I kind of like the music, actually. Like, even though it's not that great, it's kind of basic and only uses, like... Well, it doesn't even use, like, the triangle wave at all. Which is kind of strange. But I don't know. This game kind of has, like, a strange charm to it for me, I guess. I guess the fact that they tried to make a side-scrolling platformer out of a friggin' novel. I don't know. Maybe that's it. I've got no idea. But I don't know, for some reason I don't mind this game. Even though it's not great on any capacity. I don't know. I don't really mind playing this one. I don't know. Oh, forgot about that. I know there's like invincibility power-ups too. Also, there's the T icons in it. I think if you collect 20 of them, you get 1-up. Not like it matters, because if you... Well, the game is infinite continues, so yeah, that's... The only real difference that it makes is that if you continue, you just restart the level, I think, and that's it. Also, I got the... Yeah! Like that. Choose the boss, because I got invincibility. Actually, let's see if I can beat this level without dying again. Oh yeah, we've got the octopi as well. The octopi have this really weird mechanic where it's like... Yeah, there's like 2 types of oil that they spew out. So I think, like, if you get hit by the dark oil, your skin turns, like, covered in goop. And if you get hit by it again, you die. And if you get hit by the light goop, you just die immediately, I think. Which is kind of strange. I don't really know what they did that. It might be the bloopers from Super Mario, really, but... Yeah. But wait for this thing to pass, because I don't want to die. I'm sure there's a way to get past it quicker, but... Anyway, up to the really easy boss. Reminds me of that game Octopus on the Game & Watch. At least the octopus's graphics, or octopi graphics, shall I say. And yeah, like I said, really easy boss. And then we get this level, which is kind of weird. It doesn't really fit the rest of the game at all, but I guess, you know, it's a Tom Sawyer game that kind of needed a river rafting scene in there somewhere. So yeah, the rest of the game is just straight up platforming, like the first the first level. In fact, what's really weird is, from what I've read, apparently the first level in the Japanese version, or the first level in this version, is actually level 5 in the Japanese version, which is really weird. partly because it's like the game starts off with this level, and then, you know, everything after that is just platforming. And then, you know, not to mention the fact that level 1 of this game is far easier than level 5. So I think level 5 is level 4 in that version. And that level is so friggin' hard, it's ridiculous, unless I'm missing like a way to cheese it, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm done with this. So let's play the classic Afterburner. It's kind of weird seeing Afterburner on the NES, but let's do it. Get ready! Yes. And I kind of like Afterburner. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's kind of fun to play every now and then. Unfortunately, this version isn't quite as great. I don't think they ever made a version of the first game for the Mega Drive, which I think is because the second game was basically just the same game, pretty much. Okay, let's not get hit. Okay. Ooh, and I keep doing the barrel rolls when I don't mean to. That's the thing I tend to run into with this game. I tend to do certain maneuvers when I don't even mean to. Oh, no you don't. Do a barrel roll. I can't believe I even referenced that. Yeah. There we go. Much better. That's what I deserve a reference in there. Do you really use B to fire the missiles in this? It kind of throws me off because in Afterburner 2 on the Mega Drive, you don't actually you don't actually press a button to fire bullets. It just does it automatically, which was kind of cool, in my opinion. It's kind of a shame they don't have that in this. I don't know. Oh well, let's just play this level and be done with it, I guess. I mean, it's a decent enough game. It's, you know, as far as ports go. For you know, a Sega arcade game being ported to the NES, it's pretty decent. It's not particularly great, but I don't mind playing it all the same. But now we also have Red for Ren Rub, my favourite. No, it is Afterburner 2. Oh yeah, it is like the US version of Jekyll and Hyde, the Tom Sawyer game. Anyway, let's play some Afterburner 2. Kind of weird that they didn't release this in America. I guess maybe Sega didn't allow them to, because it was on the Mega Drive. And again, you have to hold the button down to fire, which is weird. Not sure why they did that. Oh well. And I keep doing that, I don't mean to. Oh, I do like the fact that they got the fire voice in this version, though. That was one thing that was sort of lacking from the previous one. That's just one thing that I love about this game. It's the fact that they just constantly have the guy going, fire! Repeatedly. Like, every few seconds, like, you know, if you spot the enemies, it's like, fire, fire, fire! Fire, 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 fire! Ah, yes. Also, I think there is a... I assume there's a missile count in this, but it doesn't actually show up anywhere on screen, so that's kind of weird. No, it doesn't show up anywhere. Okay, so it shows up on the pause screen, but it doesn't show up... Okay, that's strange. Yeah. Okay, let's just barrel roll. Oh, and then die. Okay, well, yeah, let's actually beat this level, because I think you get the missiles refueled after this one. I do kind of like the music in this. It's like a beefed up version of the music from the first game. Which I guess it is, to be fair. I never quite understood Afterburner 1 and 2. Like, are they literally just the same game, but like Afterburner 2 is like an updated version of it? So I keep wasting my missiles. That probably isn't helping. Okay, I think we're done. Yep, here we go. Missiles refueled, or weapons, I guess, because they can be also say. What, you really thought it said four? Yeah. Okay, so I think we're done with Afterburner for one day. Let's play some Air Fortress, which is a pretty good game, actually. I never bothered to play through it, but from what I've played, this one is a pretty solid game, made by HAL. And yes, 8 Air Fortresses to go through, and I think I got to like the third or fourth one, I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I've really played this in depth. But yeah, this one's a pretty decent game. I don't really get the main character sprite here, though. I mean, he looks like... I don't even know. He looks like a toy mouse with, like, a helmet. I've got no idea. In fact, what's really weird, because I was reading about this game recently on Cutting Room Floor, and the Japanese version of this game actually has a lot more graphics, apparently. because in the US version, all of the fortresses look the same. Yep, we'll see you in a bit. Hopefully you're still here. Well, hopefully you get back soon, I guess, because... Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool to have people talk on the stream, I guess. And I've always liked that. That's part of the reason I do these, to be fair. But anyway. But yeah, the Japanese version of this game has a lot more graphics. Like, I think all the fortresses look different. They have different tile sets, whereas this version has them all look the same, I believe. Or at least a lot of them look the same. Which is a bit of a shame. Kind of put a bit more variation if they didn't do that. And, oh yeah, that's right. I thought there were checkpoints in this, but no, you do get to continue from when you died at least. I usually go through this unscathed, but I guess I didn't bring my A game today, so yeah. Well, we're at the end anyway, so I don't think it really matters. Also, wait, wait, you're really having lunchtime at like 10 PM? Okay, that's weird. I mean, it's 9 over here, but still. So, let's go inside the Air Fortress and see what it holds. So here we go, here's the meat and 2 veg of the game, I suppose. Or maybe the meat and 1 veg. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta say, these parts remind me a little bit of Metroid, but I mean, it's not quite the same. I mean, there's no huge map to traverse through. But yeah, it's basically just a case of you go through the level, you blow up everything. Some weird enemies, though, that show up later on this level, and I think the subsequent levels too. I don't quite remember. Just trying not getting hit. I have no idea how I got through that unscathed, but I'll take it nonetheless. Then we have this bit, like with these pistons. Reminds me a bit of Cybernoid, which is a game I'll get to later. Not a very good game. I'm just going to spoil that right now. But yeah. I think I like the concept this game has, where it's just you're going through a bunch of fortresses and you have to blow up the core. Let's blow this up. Okay. There's a power up on the top side, but I don't care. I'm going to go this way. Yep. Oh yeah, that's right, you have to go down. You also notice my energy depletes as I move around. I don't know if that's supposed to be like oxygen or something. Also, yeah, I'm fighting butterflies now, because... Oh yeah, I forgot, if you press A in front of the lift, it just goes back in. Which is a little bit annoying. I kind of wish you could just fire when standing in front of it, but oh well. Oh yeah, you also lose energy when you shoot, I believe. But whenever you just stand in place, you will gain energy, which is kind of weird. But it's also cool to have. I actually thought it was just, if you went in the elevator, it would refill the lift or whatever. Then yeah, that's how it would work. But no. So yeah, got 1,000 energy. I don't know how high the energy goes, actually. Oh, nice try. Got those heat-seeking bullets. Which is not great. Oh, is that really the only enemy in here? Okay. Well, time to destroy the core, I suppose. Which doesn't even attack you, it just sits there. I don't remember if the later ones try to kill you. I don't think they do, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. So let's exit the level. I actually remember when I first played this, and I tried to extend the level by going back to the beginning, and then I realised, oh wait, that's not where you're supposed to go. And then I died, and yeah, game over. But yeah, that's it basically. There's not really a whole lot to say. Obviously the levels get harder and stuff, but now let's move on to a classic in television that I've never actually seen. Airwolf. Yes. Now what's funny about Airwolf is that there's actually 2 different video games based on it for the NES. Because there's this version for the Famicom, and there is another version which I'll get to in a bit. So yeah, and this version, I'm going to say right now, is by far the better version. It's not great. It's really, really hard from what I remember. I'm not sure if that's just me being rubbish at the game. Could very well be. But I just remember it being really difficult. And I don't think there's a way to skip this. It's basically just saying, ooh, we're going to blow up shit. And you have to stop them. Yeah. That's pretty much all it is. It's not a very in-depth plot. I mean, it's a NES game from 1988. What do you really expect? And then we've got all these weapons to choose from. I have no idea what these weapons even do, to be honest. It's Go for the cannon and the copperhead, because I like alliteration. So, yes. Now, this game reminds me a lot of, what was that game? Silkworm. Ooh, got some helps right there, so that's cool. Oh. And, like I said, this game is really hard. Like, this game is no joke. Like, this is basically just a case of, there is just shit constantly coming towards you on the screen. Just, you know. And the game has a lot of lag because of the amount of enemies, which is kind of annoying to me. Also, I think I picked the best weapons, to be fair, because I remember when I played this last time, the weapons I picked weren't really that great. Oh, I walked right into that one. Flew into it right out. Yeah. And it's basically just... The strategy with this game is you basically have to kill all the planes, or blow up all the planes, as soon as they appear on screen, otherwise you're basically fucked. And that's really what makes this game incredibly difficult, is that's kind of the strategy, or the only strategy that actually seems to work, at least. Except, of course, you know, actually getting that strategy to work is much easier said than done. Which is kind of why I can't get anywhere in this game. I mean, look at this, the planes just dive bomb into you half the time, and it's like, you don't really have time to react, basically. You just gotta hope to get lucky. I mean, this isn't necessarily a bad game, it's just really, really, really hard. I mean, if you can get past level 1 in this game, well, you're better at it than I'll probably ever be. I don't think I've never got past this level in my life. In fact, I don't think I ever will get past this level. I mean, look at this. And, like I said, this isn't really a bad game. I mean, I'm sure if you like shooters, or, you know, if you really like scrolling shooters, if you want a challenge, then maybe you'll like this, but I don't know, I guess it's not really my sort of game, I guess. I guess that's kind of the best way to put it. But I will say, yeah, the graphics are pretty decent. Yeah, the music's alright. It's got a pretty good rendition of the Airwolf theme, at least. Which is pretty much the only part of the show that I actually know, is the theme song, so at least it's got that down. Also, the stage goes on quite a while from what I remember. But you know, it's like, even with like decent weapons, I can't get very far into this. And I think this might be my last life too, so I don't think I'm going to beat this level, I'm afraid. Maybe if I get lucky I'll do it, but don't count on it. Look at that, you can't even destroy these planes, you just have to avoid them. But yeah, I mean, I gotta say, this is like a harder version of Silkworm, or in a way. I mean, it's not exactly the same, there's no Jeep in this game, but, yeah, I mean, it's an Airwolf game, there's not going to be a Jeep. Okay, you're expecting a Jeep, then you'll play Air Jeep. Or Jeep Wolf, I guess. Oh god. I'm amazed I haven't died yet. Given the amount of shit coming at me. Oh, oof. Close one right there. I mean, look at this. Half the time they just suicide bomb you, basically. Or, you know, try to at least. It's like everyone is on a suicide mission to try and beat you. Okay, it's not fair. Okay, if I fly into them, I'll just die. Like that. Do I get another life? I don't think I do. Oh wait, okay, I do. Let's try again, and if I die, I'm just gonna move on. I kind of wish that, like, I could maybe beat this level if you just spawned where you died. Like, if there wasn't a checkpoint system, I could maybe get a little bit further in this, at least. But yeah, the fact that there is not of that, there is none of that, I can't talk today, like, at all. Like, even worse than usual, and that's saying so. Look at that! How are you meant to avoid that without just getting lucky? Like, I don't get it. I also like how when you speed up, everything just moves at the same speed, except I think everything just spawns in at a faster rate. But if it means you can beat the stage quicker, then I guess it's kind of worth it. Yes. It's a very tense game, I'll give it that. Although there actually was another Airwolf shooter for the Mega Drive called Super Airwolf, which I remember being a pretty decent game. It was kind of like a cross between like a vertical shooter and like a Ikari Warrior sort of thing. And even though I can't get anywhere in this game, I will at least say it is way better than this. Yeah, the NES version of Airwolf just isn't very good. Like, I'm not to be a fan of the Japanese one, but I can at least see the appeal. This game, on the other hand, is just bad. This one just sucks, basically. Wait, the computer versions of Airwolf 2? Why was Airwolf 2 ever a thing? Like, the video games. I don't think there ever was anything else called that, but... And of course, they have all this fluff to try and pad out the game naturally. But yeah, I've played this a little bit, and from what I remember, it's not very good. It's just a really bad flight sim. And that literally is all this game is. Just, like, what the hell? Like, this map doesn't even make sense. It makes, like, I don't get this game at all. Enemy in range, well, I can kind of see that. Like, I'm not even moving forward on the map or anything. Like, is the game broken? I mean, it might as well be. I swear to God, like, if you... For some reason, it's like, if you go off the map... Okay, I swear I'll dodge that. But, like, it's like, if you go off the map at any point, the game just breaks, and then you basically just die. Yay! Like, look at this. What am I supposed to do? Why am I stuck on this fence? Like, this makes no sense whatsoever. Like, I can't even speed up or anything. This game makes... You know what? No. No. This game sucks. Let's move on to... a Kumajo Special. Or Kid Dracula. I never really played this game much, but I did play this a little bit recently. And from what I've played, it's actually pretty decent. I mean, I've said before, I'm not a fan of Castlevania. But this doesn't really seem to have the same problems as those games for the most part. I mean, some of them are still present, but you know, I think the main reason why this isn't such of a problem is because it's like the controls are more solid. Because I always felt like Castlevania had like really stiff controls. I mean, this does a little bit, but to a much lesser extent, to the point where I don't really care so much. I mean, this is obviously, I guess, like the Castlevania version of Parodius, I guess is how I would say it. Or sum it up. But yeah, I'd definitely play this over the the NES Castlevanias at least. I feel like I get more enjoyment out of it, I guess. And let's get their health up, I guess. Wait, what? Pepe playing guitar? The hell are you talking about? Okay, I want to see what this is now. Okay, I want to see this. I am curious, because I'm not sure enough to stream for it. I mean, I don't know how much longer I'll do the stream. I'm probably not going to be able to do all the games today. I mean, I'm about, what, maybe a third of the way through these games, I think. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to do them all now. Just a bit of a shame, but I mean, there's 61 games. I don't think that was ever going to happen. So I think I'll play a few more games and I'll see what's up with that. I mean, I can tell you right now, I can't play guitar for shit. I mean, in fact, I can't play any instrument. I just do electronic music because I can do tunes. At least I could do that. But hey, I suppose if nothing else, at least I know what Hummer looks like. So that would be cool. In fact, speaking of Hummer, there is actually a game by him coming up pretty soon. Or by, you know, Hummer Team, should I say. But yeah, I'm going to beat this level and then I'm going to move on. Because, like I said, this game is pretty good. And, oh god, this bit. I remember this part being tricky. By tricky, I mean they put enemies in dickish spots to kill you. But this, there we go. Don't these bridges, like, twirl or whatever, like in Castlevania? I thought they did. But maybe... No, I definitely remember that right. But maybe it's just not doing it this time for whatever reason. I remember this. Platforms fall down. Oof. Yes, frankly, I tend to say the same words quite a lot, and that's kind of a problem I have. And, well, if you could tell me how to improve that, I would like to know. So, yes. I tend to say that a lot, too. Time for the first boss. Except this isn't really the boss, it's just a decoy, I guess. Oh, look at this. Hit him again! Oh. I forgot to shoot at you. But now we fight the real boss, who has a Nazi symbolized head. That's how you can tell he's a villain. Oh god, I don't remember how you beat this, actually. I think the only reason I beat this last time was just because I went in with full health. Except, of course, there's barely any health pickups in this game. So, yeah. I don't think there's really any secret health as well. But, you know, let's move on to Owl into Junior Turbo Racing. Don't really know what this is. I don't think I've ever played it, so let's just do time trial, I guess, because I'm not going to play this for very long. Let's see. Oh, Wait, can I... No, what the... Can I change the... No, what kind of change the track? I want to... Oh, wait, I can. I want to go to Monaco, see how that does. 60 points? What? I have no idea what this is. I want to have all of these attributes because I'm awesome. Yes, my favourite song is just None. Let's go for track A, I guess. See if that's any good. Ooh, this might be decent. See how this does. Oh god, wait, so it's time trial mode, but I'm racing against other people. That makes sense. Actually, this game seems like it might be pretty decent. It's got nice hill effects that certain other races just don't have. Like ones that came out after this. Yeah, I don't know how Monaco really translates to a game like this. I mean, there's no scenery or anything to really, let you know that it's Monaco. This doesn't really feel like it, I guess. I mean, I guess they at least got the hills in, like the basic structure of the track is there, but I guess that's kind of the problem with playing races like this on NES. It's kind of just, you don't really get that feel of like a simulation. I mean, this doesn't feel like a simulation at all, really. It just feels like, well, just an arcade racer that just happens to have Formula 1 cars in it. Yes, my favourite song is in French. So yeah, that's Alan's Junior Racing, or whatever it's called. Seems like it might be a decent game, to be fair. But let's move on to Aladdin. Now, I don't think I've really played this version much. In fact, what's really funny about Aladdin on the NES is that there are 4 different versions of it. I'm not joking. This one is licensed. The rest of them are all bootlegs of varying quality, as you will see soon. And yeah, here we go. Aladdin for the NES. I haven't really played this one all that much. But from what I remember, this game isn't very good. I mean, it's not horrible or anything, but I kind of remember it not being that great. Now, the thing is that I actually did play Aladdin on the Mega Drive as a kid, and it was one of my favourite games. In fact, I'm pretty sure anyone who had a Mega Drive as a kid played that game. And it is a great game. Like, playing it today, like, that game still holds up really well. This, I'm not so sure about. I don't know, it doesn't have the animation or really anything that kind of made the Mega Drive game great. It doesn't really... I guess one of the things that made the Mega Drive game great, aside from it just, being a good game to play, was that it kind of captured the feel of the film pretty well. Like, you could tell that the people who made it had seen the film and loved it. And that was awesome. It certainly did it better than the Super Nintendo version, in my opinion. But, yeah. I mean, this version is bad, but I wouldn't say it's horrible. Like, you can at least play it, if nothing else. There are certainly much worse games on the NES, I would say. Even if it is awkward, they have to keep switching between the sword and the apples. I don't really get that. I also find it weird that they ported this version to the NES instead of the Super Nintendo one, but oh well. And, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of just a generically bad port of a really good game, and that's all I have to say about it. In fact, there was a Master System version of this, which I remember being much better. Like, not great, but certainly better than this one. Also, I can't jump off that for some reason. That's great. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have much to say about this one. It's just... I don't know. It's just not a game I would ever really play. Like, it's not even, like, bad enough to be noteworthy, I guess, and that's kind of the thing. Like, some of these games are so bad that, like, aren't really noteworthy. And, I don't know, this one just kind of isn't. It's just, I don't know. I wouldn't want to play it, but if I had to play it, then I suppose there's worse things I can do with my time, and that kind of sums it up. Here we go. I don't know, honestly, this game is just boring more than anything, rather than being actively awful. So yeah. And yeah, the hit detection is bad, and the graphics are monochrome, which just looks awful. And great. I mean, I don't know. And the fact that the music is only like... I think the music is only like 3 songs in the entire game. So, yeah. Can imagine this game very boring very quickly, and considering that I'm already bored of this game, let's move on to a much better one. Oh yes, Aladdin by Home Team. Now I've actually played this game, I've even beaten it on stream before. In fact, I think I even posted that stream on YouTube, so if you want to see, if you want to see this full game, then I suggest you go watch that. It's actually a really good game, for the most part. I mean, the controls are a little bit iffy, and, you know, it is missing some things from the Super Nintendo version, but then again, that's to be expected. I mean, it's ported to the NES. And for what it is, it's actually really impressive. It's way better than the last game at the very least. Even though, you know, this is based on a technically different game entirely, but you know what? I would much rather play this game. There's a lot more to it. It captures the spirit of the original game a lot better. It even captures the film. It even captures the film a little bit better at points. And I've never actually seen the game over screen in the official NES game. I don't know. I don't really know much about it, aside from the fact that it's just bad. But this one is actually pretty good. Like I said, you know, if you're going to play a bootleg version of Aladdin now, I'd say play this one because it's actually pretty fun. I mean, even though it is based on the inferior Super Nintendo version, at least it, you know, is a good version of it. You know, that's what I gotta say to that. Not really sure the clouds are coloured so weirdly, but oh well. But like I said, I've beaten this one before. If you really want to see this game being played through in full, then, you know, I do have a stream of it that I played through. It's not, like, a great game, but it is good, I would say. Certainly one of the best bootleg games out there, I would say. And that it's like a legitimately fun game, for the most part. Like, it actually works, and, you know, the controls, you know, they're not perfect. Like I said, they are a bit iffy with the run-in. Like, the momentum's kind of weird, but I don't know. The gameplay is pretty good. Graphics are good for the NES. I don't know. It's way better than some of the other Home Team games, like Samari and I don't know, Mortal Kombat 3, whatever it's called. You know, this is definitely one of the better games that Home Team made. You know, this is up there with like Donkey Kong Country 4 and Final Fight 3, because I would actually want to play this. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to move on, because I've been playing this for too long. And, well, if you remember when I said that there is a game here that is actually worse than Rocky and Bullwinkle, this is that game. I'm going to say right now, Aladdin 2, now, you know, the Home Team Aladdin might have actually been a pretty good game, but Aladdin 2 might just be the worst game of all time. Okay, I'm not using hyperbole here. Like, this might just be the worst game just ever. Like, just on any console, any, you know, format, you know, anything. No, this game is terrible. Okay, this is, like I said, one of the worst games ever, if not the worst. Because not only is it a terrible port of a great game, but, you know, I mean, there was already a bad port of this game, officially, and even that game blows this one out of the water. Like, you know your port sucks when another bad port is like 50 times better. God love the hit detection right there. It only works like 2% of the time. I mean, the music is terrible. The graphics are... Like, these are probably the worst graphics I've ever seen, ever. Like, I've seen, like, Atari 2600 games look better than this. The platforming doesn't work at all. The controls are awful. I mean, look at this. They don't even work. Like, the collision detection is fucked. The game over screen... Well, I'm not going to show it here, but... yeah, so I say you don't want to see it. And, yeah, for those who don't know, I'm actually going to reset this to show off one of the other levels. But yeah, this was made by a company called Chengdu Taijing Dadong. And, yeah, this game sucks several dongs, shall we say. And, yeah, greatest level ever. I mean, look at this. You know, I don't even have to play this level, so I'm just going to talk about this game for a bit. Just about how bad it is. I mean, what is there to even say about this game? Like, again, doesn't this game speak for itself with just how awful it is? because I really think it does. Like, the graphics are probably the worst I've ever seen in any game ever to ever exist on any console, including the Atari 2600. The friggin' Magnavox Odyssey had better graphics than this. The music is terrible. It's just very poorly composed. It's very beepy. It barely even resembles the original music, and it's just like the whole game just has this kind of depressing feel. But that's mainly just because of how bad it is. So yeah, the gameplay doesn't work at all. Like, I don't know. I feel really bad for any kid that had to play this in their youth, because I don't know. It's just like, honestly, this game is just depressing. Like, it's not even like a funny bad. It's just depressingly bad. Like, the fact that there were people that actually sold this and thought this was good enough to market. I don't know. It's just. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna be done with the stream right now. I think this might be. It's a bit of a downer to end on this game, but I think I'm gonna end it all the same because I'm kind of getting tired. I think I'm about halfway through the A games at this point. You know, I mean, I've got the AD and D games out of the way at least, so maybe the next stream won't take as long. But until then, I will see you later, people. See you.